Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Romantic versus Moon. This game taking place on Amazonia. Over here on the top right hand side of the map we have Romantic spawning as the red human player. Meanwhile over here on the bottom left we have Moon spawning as the blue night elf. This game was taken from, I believe this game was taken from a tournament, a qualifier tournament not too long ago, back in September. My mind's already jumping to September. Yep, a lot of things coming up my way. Gonna have the birth of my third daughter, and well, if I'm a little bit MIA, I do apologize. I know my casting has been a bit irregular as well, trying to take care of personal health issues. And well, yeah, that I'll leave all of that there for now. Hopefully nothing too serious will come up from anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. We are opening up with Altar of Kings. The hero most likely will be an Archmage, and Moon has really been favoring the Keeper of the Grove recently. Keeper of the Grove has been a very, very strong hero and is very powerful. But one of the things that made the Keeper of the Grove so powerful previously was a lot of players didn't really know how to deal with it. The Keeper of the Grove, those ends, the entangled. But as any particular strategy becomes powerful, well, players find ways to adapt and respond to it. And by being able to adapt and respond to it, they actually come out a little bit further ahead. They're able to do a little bit more with it. And with all of that said and done, well, the Keeper of the Grove has really fallen out of favor, it feels like. We've been seeing a little bit more Warden, a little bit more Demon Hunter as well, as this lone Archer is really dishing out that damage right there, trying to maximize everything. And you're going to take a look, Keeper of the Grove going to make its way over. That Ancient of War will get, will absorb a lot more damage as well, adding in some Ents, and there's the Footman now makes its way over here. Alright, let's take a look at this. Are we going to get some repairing? That is the question. Ancient of War down to 118 hit points. But it looks as though the Keeper of the Grove and the Ents will be able to do enough of a job as the Keeper of the Grove gets to level 2. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Militia purposely aggroing creeps, or Archmage purposely aggroing creeps and calling over more units. The Militia, the timing has been dropped down significantly by 5 seconds, meaning that these, well, Militia now need to head back to work as opposed to clearing out the remainder of that creep camp. Keeper of the Grove so far doing a large bit of action. There you go, purposely calling over more units, now having 4 Ents to really engage and fight back here. You're going to see Moon perhaps just try to get to level 2 as the Archmage. Romantic now making its way over and putting in a bit of pressure. Gets a little bit of a steal right there. Gets a little bit of additional experience and has pushed his opponent back further. He's lost, 3 of his 4 Ents, 1 due to time, as the Archmage now is going to try and control the Keeper of the Grove's aggro. However, Keeper of the Grove with that entangle, very, very powerful indeed. You're going to see that one Footman get taken down to dead as the Archmage, I believe, denied that shot there. Meanwhile, Ents now trying to walk back away. Double Water Elemental Archmage with that Brilliance Aura going to come out ahead. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove could try and, well, do a bit more damage again. There is a Wisp. We're going to see a detonation across both units there. Another detonation is likely as the Water Elementals are splitting apart. Beautiful, beautiful micro, trying to minimize the effectiveness of losing those units. That Water Elemental now perhaps trying to pull back here. Keeper of the Grove still has a good amount of mana, and Entangle is highly likely as the Water Elemental now looking to head back down to 123 hit points. Archmage going to take this opportunity to go head to the shop. Meanwhile, the Footmen perhaps were hoping to find an opening, only to be greeted by a large group of archers. Entangle, is it going to be coming across? No Entangle. That does come as a surprise to me, as one Entangle would have been huge right there. Oh, nope. Oh, just out of sight. There's the Entangle now, as that Footman will get taken down. Archmage hoping to finish off that Kobold Taskmaster. Will it really work out? No, the Keeper of the Grove is going to spot this, and this is potentially huge. Who's going to get the last shot? Is the Archmage going to get that bit of experience? Or is the Keeper of the Grove? Oh, there's a stun. There's an Entangle, and so much bad news right there as Romantic, gets the final shot off, gets the item, and now is trying to run away. Beautifully done by Romantic, getting the experience, using that Cloak of Shadows to be very effective, getting that extra bit of gold, getting the item, and still able to save that unit while, well, having his opponent use a reveal and waste 50 gold there. Nice exchange early on as we are now getting into the mid-game. Nightcrawler didn't get finished up here. We should be looking at an Arcane Vault being sped built if it wasn't already done. There it is. The Archmage really needs to heal back up here. Footman taking a lot of damage. Archers are coming across as the units are now already trying to run back. That Footman does not look long for life as he gets shot in the back there. All right, there is an entangle as well. This is very bad news. This rifleman has pretty much nowhere to go. Is he going to try to hire up a Zeppelin in order to get away? I don't believe the Zeppelin is ready to go at all. And, well, that rifleman has seen, well, he will never see better days as the rifleman gets taken down. We are looking at the Mountain King making its way back out. Archmage did use a Scroll of Regeneration to regenerate a bit of hit points, but Romantic definitely behind the 8-ball in an uncomfortable position. And how is he going to play this? Well, at this point, and you know, using that pool reference a little bit more, he's going to probably be playing a safety at this point, not trying to really get ahead that much, but perhaps trying to play everything close to the vest, close to the chest, and keep everything a little bit shy away from his opponent, as Militia now being called over as well. The Archmage looks like it will get to level 3, as we are going to be looking at the Mountain King joining in on the fight as well. We could see a Stormbolt on that Kobold Taskmaster and make sure it doesn't finish off any additional units. Down it goes. Tome of Agility and Ring of Protection +3 added, as that Mountain King will make his presence known. Now, Keeper of the Grove, Goblin Alchemist working together. This is a very strong 1-2 army combination. And with that said, we are also looking at the Archmage making its way back across here. Sasquatch, more units will get finished off. Sasquatch getting stunned there, as we see, well, the Mountain King adding in extra 50 hit points and adding in additional damage. The army of Romantic does look rather small, only 2 heroes and 3 additional units. Meanwhile, if you take a look here, there is, what, 5 units part of this army, as the Ents also make their presence known as well. Alchemist will most likely stay at level 2. Keeper of the Grove is solidly in level 3 now. I believe this is just an illusion there, as it is doing a bit of scouting. Rifleman and Priest are getting added in here once more. All right, Mountain King will get to level 2. Double Rings of Protection 3, giving that Mountain King 9 armor. What is that, 39% damage reduction? 35% damage reduction. Or what is that, 9 times 6, 54% of more effective hit points, as the Rifleman and Priest now going after these units there. All right, Mountain King purposely trying to back away. Archers pretty much know that it is an illusion, but still doesn't want its, well, the scouting information to be revealed. Using that scout right there allows the Mountain King to get into a good spot there. Are we going to see that? Yes, the Rifleman, nope, unable to get to finish it off. Mountain King does pick up a Belt of Giant Strength now. That Mountain King now with very powerful items. Belt of Giant Strength, Mantle of Intelligence, both things that you really want on the Mountain King. More hit points and more mana, as the Mountain King gets a Tome of Knowledge as well. The problem, though, is that the Archmage is just shy of level 4, and the Mountain King is just shy of level 3, as we may be looking at the Mountain King. Oh, Stormbolt straight up onto some units right there. Scroll of Town Portal trying to get away. It looks like it will be able to do exactly that. Rifleman, all these units able to back off. That Mountain King almost got too far, and if he left, or if he was out of range of that Scroll of Town Portal, well, that would have just been very bad news. Mountain King now making its way back down here. Priests are here. They have adept training for that additional bit of hit points. We are looking at a solo Arcane Sanctum, and this is a strategy that I've been wondering, or infrastructure that I've been wondering for quite some time, when more humans would really be able to adapt to it. Okay, let's take a look at that Archer quickly taken down. The Rifleman does have that range. Rifleman Archers, let's take a look at what's going to be happening here. Mountain King maybe trying to finish off some units. There goes a Stormbolt onto an Archer there. Archer may end up getting bashed. It looks like it did end up getting bashed. There is now level 4 on that Archmage. Very big deal, as Moon does have his expansion up. Moon eating, well, walking through this tree line to get that expansion up. It is fully saturated, been up for about, what is that, 40 seconds, as the Mountain King now makes its way back over. Rifleman trying to finish off some more units here. Archmage pulling back. Let's take a look. Ancient of War absorbing some damage, and now we are going into, well, scout towers. Guard towers in position to try and cause problems. Meanwhile, riflemen are right here. An illusionary rifleman makes this army look significantly larger than it is. And, well, it's difficult to spot which one is the fake one. We are getting into a scout tower here. That is an arcane tower. Arcane tower does have further range, and it, well, prevents the alchemist from diving in too far. All right, quick dispel magic, making sure that the entangle is no longer that powerful. Continuing the fight here. Let's take a look at this rifleman now looking to back off. Dryads coming in from the far side, but they are now split up from the remainder of those units. All right, peasants could perhaps be making their way back down across here, trying to protect their the guard towers while also preventing the dryads from getting in too far. All right, Archmage is going to drop any more water elementals. Rifleman able to finish off a unit really quickly. Stormbolt onto the Alchemist. Alchemist could get taken down to 200 hit points. Oh, Staff of Preservation saves as we are seeing more dryads getting taken down here. All right, turning around, trying to fire back and forth. Let's take a look at this. Footmen, Priest, all trying to heal back up. There is one scout tower trying to upgrade as well as the Priest. Now trying to get back down to the south. Mountain King chasing after a whole bunch of magic immune units. Doesn't make any sense, as the Archmage has to consider when and if it can drop any water elementals. All right, Tree of Life about to get taken down, already down to 300 hit points. It is now under massive repairs as the Priest getting caught out of position once more. All right, Tree of Life now under massive repairs. Chemical Raging Alchemist trying to make its way back out. Arcane Tower about to be completed. Rifleman trying to back up again. Peasants are all in position as well, as you see the chemical. Oh, wait, look. Let's take a look at this. Alchemist down to, well, no, down to save, as another Staff of Preservation saves a unit there. Are we going to see a Dispel Magic there as the, well, Rifleman able to head all the way back in time to get away? Let's take a look. Stormbolt onto an Archer. Archer will get taken down. Rifleman trying to do some drive-by shooting or walk-by shootings as it's able to put that pressure down there. All right, Tree of Life has been repaired all the way back up, but it looks like it will end up getting taken out. Peasants are all right here. Let's take a look. Moon, is this base not worth saving? NWS at this point, as the, well, Chemical Raging Goblin, there you go. There's Acid Bomb coming across once more. Massive repairs coming in as well, as the Riflemen now need to back up. Peasants turning into a wall, just a barricade of bodies to prevent anything there. Oh, there goes another Staff of Preservation, as it was in range of that Arcane Tower. You do not want that precious mana to be lost. All right, Tree of Life down to, well, dead now, as the Wisp quickly move back away. All right, Archmage back up, or getting close to level 5. Mountain King sitting close, or sitting solidly in level 3. Keeper of the Grove is getting closer to 4, as Romantic has stopped the bleeding, so to speak, and now has a supply lead. Economic advantage has been neutralized, and now the question is, what is the follow-up play? Getting some powerful items at this point from this Granite Golem, that may be what is necessary. And next, as the Mountain King going to try and engage here, there's a, well, boulder to the head, as we're taking a look at a couple of Thunderclaps as well. Granite Golem will get taken down. Helm of Valor, very nice item. Is it going to be given to the Mountain King, as well as the Mountain King would benefit from additional mana? Mountain King already up to 345. Let's take a look. Yeah, swaps the Mantle of Intelligence for a Helm of Valor, additional hit points, a little bit more mana, but that's exactly what the Doctor ordered. Now, with that said, Chemical Raging Alchemist now with Rune Bracers. That is going to be a powerful item indeed to help shake off those Stormbolts. The Goblin Alchemist is also one of those heroes that have abnormally high hit points already. As you're going to take a look at the Dryads now trying to head back and go in different directions. Priests now trying to make their way off to the north here. The Dryads just going to go ahead and do a poke of the Arcane Vault and these buildings here. Let's take a look. Mountain King, is it going to be able to get away? Let's take a look. Alchemist once again, Staff of Preservation saved. Is the Mountain King to go perhaps try and finish off any other units, as the Dryads are just really poking inside the base here, not doing much, and Romantic taking a bit of a gamble, clearing out another red creep camp. The Granite Golem does have that Thunderclap, which is absolutely huge. Boulder onto the Archmage. Mountain King purposely, or Archmage purposely backing away to give a little bit more experience. Let's take a look. Helm of Valor now given to the Archmage as well. Mountain King, is it going to perhaps swap some items around to get all of that there, as we now see a scroll of town portal landing in. All right, let's take a look where are all the units going to be going to next. Arcane Sentry is going to be doing a bit of scouting, as well as the Mountain King unable to catch any of the units as they are trying to retreat. That Chemical Raging Goblin, well, Goblin Alchemist able to, well, head back off to the north. It does have a Staff of Preservation, or Staff of Teleportation, excuse me. So it is going to be difficult to finish him off here, as you're going to take a look. Well, Chemical Rage trying to finish off this one Water Elemental, not going to really work, though, as the Rifleman getting in some damage as well. All right, all of that time, all of that opportunity to just move the units away. And you're going to take a look. Moon checking to see if there's an expansion up. He knows that he's not too far behind. No one has the economic lead here. We are looking at the hero advantage very closely. Level 5 on the Archmage. Level 4 on that Mountain King compared to a level, I believe that's a level 3. Level 3 Goblin Alchemist and a level 4 Keeper of the Grove. All right. Let's take a look. Water Elemental still being dropped into play. 60 over 60 compared to 60 over 80. Moon has the ability to train up more units, and those units will be Mountain Giants. All right, Mountain Giants, exactly what the Doctor ordered. Let's take a look. Staff of Preservation saves already, as the Mountain King going to get in a quick bash onto that unit. Are we going to perhaps go into Tier 3 in order to get into Knights and Sundering Blades, ways to actually deal with the high mountain, the high hit points and armor of those Mountain Giants? All right, let's take a look back across here. There's some full Moonwells to be sniped down. Meanwhile, Army is going to go back the other side. Let's take a look. Mountain Giant trying to regroup and rejoin in on this fight here. Let's take a look at this. Is it going to get trapped in a corner? I believe so. Stormbolt onto the Mountain Giant, and it is going to end up getting surrounded. All right, surrounding a Mountain Giant, trying to finish it off. There is a follow-up bash. Scroll of Town Portal will probably be used. Mountain King going to be able to finish this off. Scroll of Town Portal is probably going to try to teleport back across over here, as the Arcane Vault will get taken down. One Rifleman easily taken down there. Acid Bomb across multiple peasants, as the Arcane Towers are trying to eat through all of this here. All right, another Acid Bomb does go down, and this is starting to turn into a base race. And, well, the problem with a base race is, well, Nature's Blessing, additional armor for all of the trees or all of the Ents here. That could potentially be a problem as well. All right, let's take a look. Guard Towers, Arcane Tower, all of the mana is now gone, as the Guard Towers are just poking away at the Dryads. All right, 2 towers are all that are left, and this is turning into a massive base race here. Massive detonations coming across, as the Tree of Eternity down to 900 hit points. It is dropping very, very quickly. More Wisps maybe trying to make their way back over. Mountain King perhaps going to try to get some, well, throw some Stormbolts as well. In comes some more, as the Mountain King is going to Stormbolt some units, try to finish some off as well. This is not looking good, as the Tree of Eternity is going to get taken down, and also the Keep will get taken down. This is going to turn into a massive base race, as we see a new Tree of Life by Moon. All right, when your opponent can start, what is going on here? The Tree of Eternity down to 600 hit points. It looks like it will stay alive. Mountain King teleports back off to the north, and both sides teleport back away, as the Dryads are able to, well, retreat back. Movement speed, very critical in this matchup so far, as 48 supply compared to 46. This new Tree of Life off over here. Now, where is it going to go? That is the big question. I believe it's going to try to engage off over here. Can it eat its way through the trees and then entangle from behind the trees? That would be actually quite a sight. And actually using the trees as natural protection for the Night Elf army. All right. Let's take a look at this. Water Elemental making its way down. It's going to spot this Tree of Life on the move. It is going to be taking a little bit of quote-unquote splash damage from that Water Elemental. Meanwhile, Mountain King unable to pick off these Dryads, and that's one of the reasons why the Dryads are just such a powerful unit. Their movement speed, coupled with their magic immunity, makes them, very difficult to track down, chase down, and finish off. I believe they're the fastest range unit, fastest range piercing unit. That is magic immune, as we're going to take a look at a Stormbolt, long distance Stormbolt right there. Chemical Rage. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation come again, as the Chemical Raging Goblin will really do so much damage? All right, there you go. There is I thought we saw a Stormbolt onto the Mountain Giant, entangle onto the Mountain King, as well as the Mountain King trying to head back every which way. We are looking at an entangling of the gold mine, back down here at the 5 o'clock location. Mountain King wants to make sure that that is stopped as well. Let's take a look. A couple of key buildings, but Romantic does not look like he is handling the harassment well. Keeper of the Grove, these Ents, that powerful Orb of Venom, and it looks like it was level 3 Entangle to be brought over as well. You can see the Ents are just going to finish all of this off here. Meanwhile, Dryads are showing up to the party, and this is all because, well, Moon knows exactly where Romantic is. All right, this Tree of Life will get taken down. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town portal back the other way? Yes, we are. And that Chemical Raging Goblin Alchemist able to get away so far as the Mountain King unable to catch up even with those boots of speed. Keeper of the Grove, Potion of Invisibility. Now going to head off to the north. Wait for this army to head back here. Mountain King perhaps going to try and snipe down a mountain giant or two, or perhaps even try to take down another unit here. Was it going after that alchemist? Stormbolt on to that mountain giant. Needs to get in front of it. As we are taking a look, there you go. I'm gonna go after all of this here. All right, mountain giant down to 712 hit points. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove. Wow, why was this army of priests not moving with the rest of the army here? That's actually a little bit strange, as the Keeper of the Grove may be able to finish off that expansion now. A new expansion, new Tree of Life trying to get established. Staff of Preservation saving once more, as we're looking at the Mountain Giant down to 97 hit points. Staff of Preservation only saves so much as it gets taken down there. All right, Water Elemental finishing this off here. Let's take a look at this. Keeper of the Grove is right here. It is staying alive and finishing off all of these peasants. Dryads are here as well. Priests not going to be able to do very much. They're able to dispel magic, and that is pretty much it. As the army of Dryads says, you know what, priests, I'm going to finish you off. All right, separation of riflemen and priests. And, well, the Dryads are going up against priests, and you all know how this particular battle is going to go. The Dryads able to just focus down these units so quickly. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, Tree of Eternity will get taken out. Archmage does have a Scroll of Town portal. Let's take a look. Tree of Eternity down to 8 hit points. It gets taken down, and there is the teleport back. All right, trying to finish off some units. Dryads now in trouble here. As you can take a look, Alchemist could be in trouble as well. Mountain Giant trying to join in on the fight. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There is a Shadow Meld from the Cloak of Shadows right there as the Keeper of the Grove. Well, Staff of Preservations, that Goblin Alchemist. Beautifully done once more. Meanwhile, the Tree of Life trying to get reconstructed. Another Tree of Life down across over here. Only 320 gold. Mountain King trying to get in front. Unable to do so. Mountain King down to 28 mana. Not enough to throw a Stormbolt as of yet. And that Keeper of the Grove, so glad that that is true. Staff of Preservation once again saves Goblin Alchemist with that movement speed. Able to run across the map so quickly. And it's really been a story of movement speed in this matchup here. Moon down to 27 supply compared to Romantic's 43. And it's really going to come down to whether or not the larger army is going to be able to take on the smaller, more agile, faster moving army. The Staff of Preservations with that instant teleportation back home, really causing some serious troubles. All right, what is the follow-up play now going to be? Water Elemental going to go ahead and do a little bit of scouting. It did not spot this Tree of Life. I do not believe going to go after this Tree of Life now. Tree of Life or buildings under construction have no armor whatsoever, so 0 armor and take full damage, as well as the Dryads quickly make their way over and just abolish that down. Goblin Zeppelin play coming across here, over here from the top right. This could be a very big deal. Let's take a look. Archmage is nearby, but if the Archmage gets to level 6, that is pretty much going to be over. All of a sudden, the movement speed bonus shifts from the Night Elf army to the human army as another Dryad, well, combination able to abolish magic there. All right, let's take a look. Alchemists are here getting ready to go. Archmage nearby as well. Mountain King getting pretty much close to maxed out mana. Helm of Valors were sold. So those items were sold, and that is potentially very dangerous. Meanwhile, Goblin Zeppelin now making its way back over. Perhaps a Dryad saw the army and says, you know what, we can drop in now. Here you go. How do you do? Keeper of the Grove now making its way as we see an Entangle go down onto a Peasant. Army now trying to make its way back across over here. Let's take a look. Going to be able to heal back up all those units. Mountain King. Oh, no Stormbolt. No way to easily finish off that unit there. as that Goblin Zeppelin now heading back once more. All right, Dryads, 45 supply compared to 28. Rebuilding of this gold mine and, well, re-entangling this gold mine as well. All very, very key. One water elemental being left behind, but that's only good for 45 seconds. And, well, unable to really move out with your army because this location here, the Goblin Zeppelin, just doing all that much. All right, let's take a look. Peasants, do they have enough gold? They have 1,000 gold here. They could be trying to set up an expansion sometime soon. Meanwhile, I believe was that another water elemental taken down? Nope. Water elemental right there, not another water elemental. Let's take a look, just trying to get a little bit more lumber going. Wow, lumber upgrades weren't even done yet. We could be going perhaps for a Goblin Zeppelin of their own, and now gonna make their way back over. It is difficult to catch into that location, and, well, even one Dragonhawk Rider would be enough to really put pressure on this Goblin Zeppelin here. All right, Goblin Zeppelin is overhead. Let's take a look. One water elemental. There is the Cloak of Shadows. Ents now joining in on the fight. Let's take a look what's happening. As well, this base may not be worth saving any longer. Coming back across over here, water elemental pulling the units away, and Mountain King says, you know what, at this stage, at this point in the game, it might actually just be better if I go after my opponent and bring the fight to him. And that's exactly what he's doing right here. Mountain King gets in a bash as well. There's another bash again. There's a Stormbolt to follow it up, and the Archmage, if it gets to level 6 here, this is going to drastically change everything. All right, there it goes, level 6 on the Archmage, and all of a sudden things go from bad to good, as Romantic should have enough movement to deal with his opponent. Let's take a look back across over here, trying to finish off some of these buildings. What is going to go down here? Trying to finish off this Tree of Life. Tree of Life could get taken down. Dryad could be going for an Abolish Magic here. Mountain King trying to finish off some things. Mass Teleport should be in play. Brilliance Aura level 3? Okay, it's the level 2 water elementals, as we're taking a look at the Ancient of Lore is about to get taken down. All right, taking down the main key buildings here. Piercing Army versus Piercing Army, but there is still mining going on, and Romantic may not know about it. Water elemental going after all of this here, going to take down some of the main tech buildings as well, going after some of those moonwells. It is turning into a massive base race. 46 supply compared to 37. Dryad gonna, well, pop on out, only to see, you know what, I may end up becoming more experienced for my opponent, and that is exactly what happened there. Ents are getting taken down. Mountain King gonna get closer and closer to level 6, but it's not gonna be enough, I do not believe. Come on, there, one more shot as we see a couple of buildings left over. All right, at this point, teleporting back may actually be worth it, or perhaps just clearing out all of the full moonwells. That is actually an important strategy as well, making sure your opponent cannot heal up nearly as well, going after and clearing off the remainder of this base here. Goblin Zeppelin now making its way over. It has peasants. There is an Ancient of Wonders here, but it's most likely going to spot this Tree of Life, and that is what needs to be spotted. Meanwhile, Moon also setting up another expansion over here on the top left. The number of expansions is going to be the key problem here indeed, as we're taking a look at this Keeper of the Grove now trying to head back again. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. Priest, Rifleman, Staff, or Mass Teleport now trying to head back across. Where is it going to go? Archmage teleporting to right here, as this Tree of Life will get taken down. All the Moonwells pretty much gone instantaneously. Meanwhile, back across here, Chemical Raging Alchemist, piercing damage, trying to finish off a bunch of buildings. Not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. All right, let's take a look. Wisp trying to get away. Let's take a look at this water elemental off over here, as we're going to see 2 Wisp able to retreat back. Staff of Teleportation, or Mass Teleport, once again takes the Goblin Zeppelin with it. That's not what he wanted, and that could be a problem indeed, as the Mountain King. Are we going to see a bash here? Yes, a bash from the Mountain King. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? Oh, Chemical Rage, and there it goes. It gets taken down. A bash from the Mountain King, stopping the Staff of Teleportation. And now, well, Moon's chances greatly reduced. Still, having a Tree of Life over here on the top left-hand side of the map is important. Meanwhile, Mountain King unable to do very much, if anything at all. Let's take a look. Water Elementals trying to head around every which way, as we're going to see a couple of key buildings that are all that are left. Mountain King going after this. Mountain King is sitting at level 6, has has Avatar. Meanwhile, Water Elemental getting finished off over here. We are building a Town Hall here as a Wisp is going to spot this. All right, Wisp is going to spot this. Are we going to take a look at the Keeper of the Grove now trying to make its way back over? It has a Potion of Invulnerability. It may be able to do enough damage as we see Ents now joining in on the fight. The Priest need to get over there and stop this. There is a Mass Teleport coming in, and there you go. Mass Teleport right over, finishing off all of those units. All right. Trying to finish off all those units again. Still more repairs getting underway. One Priest getting left behind. It is going to get picked up rather quickly. Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Is it going to get bashed again? It does get bashed. Is it going to use Potion of Lesser Invulnerability? Yes, it does. And picks up a Goblin Zeppelin to get out of a bad spot. But with that said and done, Mountain King with 2 critical bashes really leads the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.